I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people and organizations to play big. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And my career involves more than 40 years of doing executive search, filling tons of positions over the course of my career, etc. And someone asked me the question of how do I keep an employee from quitting? And the notion is, came down to, when someone's resigning their job, how do I persuade them to take a counteroffer? Now, I'd rather approach this more holistically. How can you keep an employee from quitting so that they don't get to the point of resigning their position? Because normally by that time there's enough anger, bitterness, and poison built up in their system that they really should leave. So what can you do way before that? The first thing is treat them with respect and consideration. Yes, you want them to do work and you want them to work hard, and that isn't what I'm talking about. There are people who work hard and they eventually turn bitter because they feel abused by their employer. I think part of it comes down to your selection process. Starting from the very time you interview, often firms make a critical mistake. And I view the mistake as the one of thinking that they can evaluate for fit. You're incapable of doing that. You're not measuring your internal staff regularly to see what their personality is and how it's evolving. And number two, you're working off of gut feel for whether or not this person that you're interviewing can fit into this group. So on the one hand, you have no real data. On the other hand, you're going by an emotional check that in the therapy business is called projecting attributes onto them. And here's the third mistake about evaluating for fit. You're on good behavior, and so are they. So what are you evaluating? You're both being phony. All that's happening is you're interviewing people for skills and then projecting onto them as though you really know what you're doing. You don't. So the mistake starts at the very beginning. When you're evaluating people, just look for qualifications. That's number one. Number two is once they're on board, be prepared to cut quickly. Now, I say that because do you really want average people around, or do you really want jerks around, or do you want high achievers who you want to clear the deck for? I found it frustrating in organizations I work for to work with people who were less than honest, shall we say. They were problematic. They looked you square in the eye and lied to you. That, frankly, could deliver good results, but as a personality were problematic. Eventually turned me bitter and angry, and it affected my performance. So my employer got mediocrity from me for a couple of years, and mediocrity for me was really quite good, but it wasn't my best effort because I was frustrated because they weren't looking out for my safety and security by having a thief in the ranks. So stuff like that surfaces from time to time, and you need to deal with it quickly. Never keep jerks around, and think long and hard whether you want to keep average around. Is average worth it, or is it better to just cut it off now, or shall we say have it work on things that are at its level? So when you're thinking of your better performers, the ones that you want to keep, you want to create an environment around them where they feel cared for, where they're nurtured, grown, valued, and I'm not talking about overpaying them, but paying them well, because you got to understand the next employer is going to pay them more than you are, right? So why shouldn't you do that proactively? Pay them to upper market value eliminates a lot of their choices. Treat them with respect. Be courteous to them. Laugh with them. Joke. Be a leader. By that I mean someone who's looking out for the team so that the team is learning, growing, advancing, progressing, so that they don't want to leave. If you expect someone to do the same job for the next 10 years of their lives, you're going to lose them. So everything I'm talking about so far is pretty free and easy and exists within your control up to the point where they walk in your offices to resign. Now, once they walk in to quit, I frankly would sit there and apologize to them. I am sorry that we did not create an environment that would want to keep someone as valuable to us as you are. I am so sorry I screwed up. What could I have done differently? Look for feedback. Don't look at this as an opportunity for putting a counteroffer out. Some people may regret their decision, but they've already been poisoned. Wish them well. Tell them, at some point in the future, if you want to come back, give me a call. I'd love to talk with you. You have been spectacular. And wish them well. Do not fight for talent. All that happens is the waters have been polluted. You're going to resent them for holding you hostage for more money, because that's really what your tool is going to be, offering them more money. That's what every employer does. Oh, why are you leaving? Oh, how much did you get? We'll offer you more. We'll match the offer. We'll beat the offer. And that doesn't work. All that's happening is you've gotten into a ransom situation and arguing over the money. Wish them well. Connect with them as a human being. Express your disappointment that they're going. Let them see that you really value them, but recognize your mistake up until that point in not creating the environment that would want them to stay and keep them from leaving. Hope you found this helpful. Again, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. Have a great day.